Hello, I just wanted to make this video while everything's still fresh in my mind and while I can still remember what happened, because I am shattered tired and I had an amazing day and yeah. So today was like the briefing for the Sky Women and Tech Scholars. It was the first time we all met each other. We went out to the Sky campus in Australia where we had the interview, and it was the first time we all met each other. And Olga, one of the scholars, was talking about like doing video documentation of the project all the way through, and I thought that sounded like a great idea, because I kind of want some kind of journal for me getting my thoughts out and developing. And I think that just in terms of just having a record of the process might be useful, and just so I can kind of remember things and look back on this year and have a record of it. We, for the first time, we're all together. There is Mary Flanagan, who is also from Ireland, and I was very excited about that. She's from Mayo. Her project is like an agri-tech project. There is Rebecca, who is in interactive TV, basically, in a nutshell. And Olga is in VR and AR for kids to do with art and culture. And Colleen is doing a wearable project, which is like a wearable phone for kids. And I mean, and my project is the mental health mobile game for kids, and that this is like an absolute like bite size of what we're all doing. And the other women are so nice. They're all, I mean, I'm the second oldest. Colleen is like a mom with kids, and I'm 27, and the rest are like reasonably younger. Like Mary only just turned 20 this year, I think. And they toured us around the campus, and like the Sky campus is amazing. They kind of briefed us on like the background of the scholarship program and why it exists, and they gave us social media training. So like again, part of this is like they want us to document and share as much as we can, because I suppose like their view is that one of the reasons why they want to do is so that we become kind of these like women in tech ambassadors. And yeah, I mean, this is not me my most articulate, because I'm shattered from traveling out, and it was a very exciting day. Like, they did our makeup, whatever is left of it now, because it bucketed down rain while we were out there, and we did a little photo shoot, got our nice LinkedIn pictures, and we got to have, I mean, the Sky campus is insane. Like, I have worked in quite like a plush office when I was living in Boston, and they had like an on-site salon and nail bar and whatever, but like Sky has got them beat hands down. It was just insane. It looks like, I just said it looks like a fancy airport. But so the next big event is going to be the Women of Silicon Roundabout event next week, and that's where we're going to be officially announced. I think Mary and Colleen are actually going to be on Sky TV, hopefully, speaking about the scholarship. And then we can finally like announce officially that we've gotten it. And I haven't told my parents yet, so I just didn't want to get their hopes up if I didn't get it, so because then they'd be doubly disappointed. I'd be disappointed and they'd be disappointed. And yeah, so I mean, they were telling us like, you know, what to do if you're approached by a media outlet, and kind of like some talking points, and like if anyone gives you any grievance about like, oh, like this positive discrimination thing, like what can we say and who can we talk to. So like it is amazing. Like they are really kind of empowering us, to use a well-worn word when it comes to women in tech, but they are kind of like bolstering us and getting us ready now for this year. And it's just, I mean, the other women who have gotten the scholarship with me are very accomplished. Colleen's product is already kind of out there in the world, and I think she's using the scholarship for further development. Mary and her twin sister have been CEOs since they've been 16, and I think Olga's project is already like well underway, and she's had interest from museums here in London. And Rebecca has a film. I was a part of a film project or a media project that was shown at Tribeca Film Festival. But yeah, we're all tired, and just excited. And yeah, so the next bit of it is next Tuesday. So today I spoke to my tutor, Phoenix, my course leader, on my master's, to tell her that I got the scholarship. And I was a little bit nervous going in, because I wasn't sure if there would be like a conflict of interest, maybe that my math thesis is going to have this funding attached to it now. I wasn't sure if it was okay that Aida would be taking the art director role on the project, because I wasn't, maybe with the thesis you have to produce all the assets yourself, and also does Goldsmiths, the university, own the projects that I produce while I'm there, because I know some universities has that as their policy. And all good news, everything's fine, I get to own the project, Aida can be on board, and the funding is nothing but good news, so that's all great. And I'm very excited to tell Phoenix in particular, because she has been kind of very instrumental in me learning how to program. I met her in 2016, a friend of mine called Vidas put us in touch. He was a student at Goldsmiths on the comp art course at the time, and he knew Phoenix, and through her he found out about her organisation called Code Liberation, which their mission is to get women, female identifying, non-binary people into programming, because there are not enough of us. So their mission and Sky's Women in Tech project are very closely aligned. And basically I did 2 of her workshops. The first one was a Unity workshop, and the next one was a P5 workshop. And she asked me would I be interested in taking on her masters, and I was very interested, but I did not have any money, and I was afraid of leaving my job, because I got a great job with the ad agency Wyden and Kennedy, and I had fought very hard to get that job, and I hadn't been in it very long, and I felt like it was too soon to give that up. But the idea of getting to spend this very self-indulgent year making my own work became too seductive in the end, and last year I asked for permission to take a year out, and thankfully, like Wyden's as well, like I have to give them a huge amount of credit for supporting me. They helped with my course fees as well, in exchange that I'll come back to them for a year, so that's brilliant, because I was just hoping I'd get my job back. And so I left the job, and I think doing the masters is one of the best things I've ever done, and I know I'm extremely lucky to have had the support of my workplace and a job to go back to, so I know that I'm in a very fortunate position to begin with. And yeah, so and because of, like, Phoenix strongly nudged me into doing the game jam where I built Get Closer with Aida in the first place. So yeah, I was very excited to tell her, just because I am sort of one of her little proteges, in that I'm doing this in part because of her supporting me. And yeah, so she's just like helping build the next generation of women in tech herself. So yeah, I'm just very, very happy, and very glad to tell her. And next I just have to tell my parents, because they're the next, they also played a small role in making me who I am, so I feel like they're the next people who need to hear about this. So exciting news all around.